Do you want to be one of those people that people want to do business with, they want to interact with, or that they just don't want to have anything to do just because of the way you negotiate? As much as you can, wherever you're thinking about win-win, something in it for them, something in it for you, then of course more people are going to want to interact with you, do business with you, talk with you. G'day, the Morning Walk, episode 76. Thanks for joining me. Coming to you today from Perth on the west coast of Australia. And wow, is it ever a beautiful day over here. Holy moly. Check this out. Oh man. This is a spectacular city. Let's go for a walk. Staying in South Perth at the moment. I was there last night and just heading literally over here to the centre of town, to the convention centre, just the other side of the Swan River. Catch up with some colleagues before heading south from here to do some mountain biking at Margaret River, which I'm super stoked about. But for now, God, how's this for a way to get to work? Walking through this absolutely spectacular sort of riverside parkland area. We're so lucky in Australia to have these spaces that have been protected and created, so that we can get out and enjoy the outdoors and a little bit of clean air and open space. A lot of cities in the world don't have that luxury, so I really need to appreciate that. This area has definitely changed a lot. Just looking at it like a sign that I found here in the parkland showing it back in the 1960s, and yeah, there were some decent houses here, but now if you check it out, this is obviously one of the most wealthy parts of Perth because you've got the beautiful view, easy access to the city, like literally just to walk across the bridge here or like 1 minute in the car. So now there's some serious money paying for those serious houses. I guess that's the changing nature of cities, isn't it? It's like, or towns for that matter, places that were once like little hippie backwaters, suddenly, I don't know, the money discovers it and says, oh wow, this place is actually pretty good. I'm puzzling a little bit this morning because we're in the process of negotiating for a new office lease for our businesses, AIM Overseas Global Society. And I don't know, for the most part, we've been dealing with some pretty good real estate agents. They've come back with some pretty fair offers and there's a little bit of room to negotiate, but it's pretty close to the mark. And then there are these other ones that we're interested in, these offices, and a really old school real estate agent. It just seems like such a waste of time. We're asking for an offer or a proposal. This proposal came back not even complete. Basically, like there's this kind of philosophy and this kind of old school negotiating that you really want the other person to go first, that they want to set a position and that you can kind of come in after that. Nobody really wants to go first. I don't know, it just seems to me to be a waste of time. Sure, some people are kind of wired that way and they just want to win the deal and they want to eke out every last cent or every last benefit out of a deal, but I've always thought that it'd be so much easier if everyone just came into this kind of negotiation, any kind of negotiation, and just sort of said, okay, what's the minimum, that you'll take, or what's the maximum that you'll take, and everyone put their cards on the table and you're just kind of done with it pretty quickly. And it's probably pretty naive, isn't it? You've got to negotiate for a lot in life these days, don't you? But I don't know, starting point for me is always just like win-win, right? Just got to think win-win. Obviously in this case, we're trying to rent an office, we want the best possible price. But that landlord, yeah, they own an asset, but they're going to be making money for just not really doing anything. So they're going to win either way. So I don't know, I think if you go in with that attitude, everyone's probably going to get a better result out of it. And you're going to save time. In the end, our most precious asset is our time. One of my thoughts is that, do you want to be one of those people that people want to do business with, they want to interact with, or that they just don't want to have anything to do just because of the way you negotiate? As much as you can, wherever you're thinking about win-win, something in it for them, something in it for you, then of course more people are going to want to interact with you, do business with you, talk with you. I think it's such a good starting position. This sort of position of gratitude that you're lucky to have what you have, that you're able to then not always just be screwing for the last 1%. Some of the finest entrepreneurs in the world, I've heard them talking and they'll say things like, I always want to give away 51% of the deal, right? I always want to have it close to 50-50, but I want the other person to have the 51% and I have the 49. Because that means that other person is even more invested in that deal or in that organisation, that enterprise, that initiative, whatever it is that you're trying to negotiate out. And that's genuinely like win-win, right? The world is full of abundance. Just practice some gratitude and always be thinking about how everyone can get a run on the board. Life is just good when everybody wins, right? Everyone gets something out of it. Everyone gets some advantages. Everyone's happy. There's nothing wrong with that. Right, well, we're about to cross the Narrows Bridge. This basically links South Perth with the CBD, and it runs right alongside the Banana Highway. That actually takes you all the way south. That's where I'll be going tomorrow, heading down to Margaret River. Mountain biking. Can't wait. Plenty of cyclists up here, but check out that view. So stoked that I can show you this view. Seriously, if you're in Australia and you haven't been to Perth, get yourself on a plane, because this is just such a spectacular little place. I'm at this conference, catch up with some colleagues, which is a real privilege. And hopefully get outside and enjoy a little bit more of this sunshine. Whatever you're getting up to today, I hope it's a good one and you got a little bit of beauty out there in the world to make you smile. Have an awesome day. Thanks for joining me for a walk. I'll see you next time. Bye.